Welcome, everyone. We are so glad you were able to join us this evening. So May is Mental Health Awareness Month, so the team at NeuroStar is super excited to hold our first ever national patient webinar. This is so you and your loved ones have an opportunity to learn more about NeuroStar TMS as a treatment option. So just a quick background, my name is Michael Bornstein. I'm one of NeuroStar's regional practice managers with over 6 years of experience. Throughout my time at NeuroStar, I've served as a clinical training manager and field sales trainer, which is essentially ensuring success of our NeuroStar customers, new NeuroStar employees, and building patient awareness around NeuroStar TMS. I did graduate from the University of California, Santa Barbara with a psychobiology degree, a health sciences post-baccalaureate from UCLA, and made significant contributions as a research associate at multiple NeuroStar practices. So it's truly an honor to be able to present this information to all of you today, and thank you so much for joining. I'd also like to introduce my co-presenter, Nicole Barrera, who recently joined the NeuroStar team. Nicole?
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Before starting with NeuroStar, I was the treater and coordinator at a private practice in Southern California for 12 years. Throughout my time there, I treated hundreds of patients and was privileged to witness how NeuroStar TMS changed their life. I myself was one of those patients. After receiving 36 sessions of NeuroStar TMS, I'm happy to share that I responded to treatment and now I'm in remission. As a training manager here at NeuroStar, my goal is to assist new and existing practices on how they can best serve their patients and give you your best chance at remission.
So here's the agenda for today. So we will be reviewing how NeuroStar TMS therapy works, what the typical treatment plan looks like, what you or your loved one can expect during treatment, and we'll also give you some insights on insurance coverage. So to kick us off, Nicole, can you tell us what NeuroStar TMS is and what TMS stands for?
Sure. NeuroStar TMS, that stands for transcranial magnetic stimulation, is an FDA-cleared treatment for depression, anxious depression, and OCD. It uses magnetic pulses similar in strength to an MRI to target the areas of the brain that control the symptoms of these conditions. What's exciting is NeuroStar is now available for adolescent depression. More to come on this later.
Thanks, Nicole. So as Nicole mentioned, NeuroStar TMS uses magnetic energy to stimulate the underactive area of the brain known to be associated with mood regulation. So it is a safe, effective, and non-drug, and unlike medications, NeuroStar TMS does not travel through the bloodstream, so it does not elicit the same systemic side effects often experienced with medications. So like working out any other muscles in the body, the brain requires consistent and precise exercise. It's just like physical therapy for the brain, so more than one workout, so to speak, is needed to see and feel results. So scientists believe this pattern of repetitive stimulation of the brain increases something called neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to adapt and change, which contributes to the treatment's long-lasting effects. Just like consistency is key for strengthening your muscles, your chances of getting the best results increase when you complete the full treatment regimen. So let's take a look at this video to get a better understanding.
How does NeuroStar work? In this short, in-office treatment, a cushioned coil is precisely positioned on the head. NeuroStar therapy is delivered directly to the part of the brain associated with depression at the correct therapeutic location and depth each and every time. Magnetic pulses, similar in strength to an MRI, electrically activate precise regions of the brain. These electrical impulses travel through brain circuits, delivering their therapeutic effect, strengthening connections. This increases the release of neurotransmitters, activating areas of the brain that affect mood and relinking networks between regions of the brain. Over a full course of treatment, over 100,000 pulses are delivered. Studies have shown this pattern of repeated stimulation can promote neuroplasticity, which is the brain's ability to adapt and change, and contributes to the treatment's long-lasting effects.
I always find that video so helpful to visualize what's really going on with TMS treatment. Next, we'll briefly go over the FDA-cleared indications that NeuroStar TMS treats, and we'll start with adult depression. TMS is known for treating major depressive disorder in adults, including anxious depression. Many people don't realize that depression affects about 280 million people around the world. The majority of depression patients aren't happy with their current treatments and, like you, are actively seeking new solutions to treat their depression. A real-world study of NeuroStar patients showed that 83% of patients who completed NeuroStar treatment experienced measurable relief from their depression. 62% of people who completed treatment experienced full remission of their depression symptoms. In other words, their depression effectively went away. And just like depression, NeuroStar can also help resolve anxiety symptoms that accompany depression. In layman's terms, the relationship between anxiety and depression is complex, but we know that many people with major depression also suffer from anxiety. Our clinical data shown here tells us that NeuroStar can help resolve those anxiety symptoms in patients who suffer from depression. In a recent study conducted by NeuroStar, the results showed that the majority of patients within the study had their anxiety symptoms reduced by 50%, and a large percentage of them reported their anxiety was reduced to only mild or moderate after NeuroStar treatment. The standard course of TMS treatment for depression requires 36 treatments that are roughly 19 minutes long and typically performed 5 days a week. When you have found a NeuroStar provider near you, you and your provider will help determine what treatment plan best works for you.
So NeuroStar TMS was also recently FDA cleared as an add-on therapy for adolescents in ages 15 to 21. Adolescent depression is a complex and challenging mental health condition that affects young individuals during a crucial period of adolescence. So an estimated 4.3 million US adolescents ages 15 to 21 are affected by major depression. Only 40% of adolescents are known to be receiving treatment for their depression. In part, this is due to limited options. For example, only 2 antidepressants are FDA approved for use in adolescents currently. This is why it's important to understand that medication is not the only option for you or a family member, and combining NeuroStar with another regimen may improve the chances of depression relief. A retrospective study of real NeuroStar patients showed that 78% of adolescent patients who completed NeuroStar treatment experienced measurable relief from their depression. For some of those patients who completed treatment, they experienced full remission of their depression symptoms. In other words, their depression effectively went away. So TMS for adolescents follows the same 36 treatment regimen as an adult course. Each treatment is roughly 90 minutes long. A parent or guardian is totally welcome to join the patient for support during treatment if it makes the patient feel more comfortable. Because there isn't any sedation, the person receiving treatment can resume normal activities like driving home or going back to school immediately after treatment.
Thank you, Michael. Now we'll transition into showing you some results of NeuroStar TMS as an add-on therapy for adults who suffer from OCD. Obsessive-compulsive disorder, most commonly known as OCD, is a mental health disorder characterized by uncontrolled thoughts and fears or obsessions. These may lead to repetitive behavior or what a lot of people refer to as compulsions. OCD can have a severe effect on daily life and routines, causing distress or even impairing how your body functions. A published study revealed that OCD treated with TMS showed improvements in OCD symptoms. The Y-Box scale, or Yale-Brown Obsessive-Compulsive Scale, is the most widely used rating scale for assessing symptoms severity in OCD over the course of a treatment. The study showed that 72.6% of patients had at least a 30% reduction in their Y-Box score from the first measurement, and 52.4% of patients showed a sustained response about 1 month after meeting the response criteria. Treatment for OCD is a little different than treatment for depression. The typical treatment course for OCD is 29 treatment sessions that last as little as 18 minutes. The treatments are usually completed over the course of 6 weeks. Now let's go through what a patient might expect. During your first NeuroStar session, you can expect to be reclined in a comfortable spa-like chair. The settings will be customized to fit your comfortability. Your doctor will then take some time to find the right prescription for you. During this process, you will feel single pulses from the treatment coil. This is to find the right location and the right dose. When you come in for daily treatments, you will be greeted by your NeuroStar certified treater. This is the person who will set you up every day for treatment. Most patients enjoy reading, listening to podcasts, or watching TV during their sessions. The treatment itself will feel like a light tapping at the location of the treatment coil. You will remain awake and alert and will be able to return to daily activities immediately after, like I had mentioned earlier.
So just like other treatments you may have tried or taken in your life, like antibiotics or like completing physical therapy, completing the recommended number of treatment sessions prescribed by your doctor is key to help you achieve the best results with NeuroStar. So now let's talk a little bit about insurance coverage for NeuroStar TMS. NeuroStar TMS is widely accepted and a preferred treatment since 2008. Many insurance companies across the country, including Medicare, have policies pertaining to TMS coverage already in place. Plan policies vary depending on clinical qualifications, and your NeuroStar provider will review this with you during your consultation. For example, some plans may need you to try a medication or two before doing NeuroStar treatment. For depression in adults, NeuroStar TMS is widely covered with approval from your insurance. For depression in adolescents as well as OCD, some insurances offer coverage, and your provider will walk you through the specifics based on your current coverage plan. Where coverage with insurance does not apply, it's important to remember that mental health is an important aspect of our overall health. And because of that, a lot of NeuroStar providers offer financing or cash pay options that you can discuss and arrange with their team.
Now that we know what NeuroStar TMS is, how it works, and if it's covered, you might be wondering what the next step is. At NeuroStar, we know everyone's mental health journey looks different, and Michael and I have both personally witnessed firsthand hundreds of patients achieving relief from NeuroStar. We believe the best evidence is hearing stories from patients who have completed treatment. So here is a story from an advocate, Lisa, sharing her experience.
Depression wasn't a big topic when I was growing up. You feel things and you don't really know why. I probably was not diagnosed until 2000 after losing my father. With depression, you live in a fog and you don't realize it. You don't know that you're not seeing the world through the same eyes of someone who does not have depression. I wore a mask every single day. I went to work. I was in the sales field, career field. I put on a smiley face every single day, and it's exhausting. I will be celebrating my 2 years of completion of treatment, and I've never had a hiccup. I've never had a setback. I have been eye on the prize, moving forward, and life has been nothing but everything I've wanted since then. I will say to you, 100%, no questions asked, TMS saved my life. I would not be here today without it. My NeuroStar family is truly my family, and it's not just a group of people that were there to help me through my treatment, but they're a group of people there to help me through my life. NeuroStar has impacted my life in ways that I can't even imagine. I could never even have imagined. My life has been impacted by this new journey in so many ways, not only in the fact that I am here, because obviously if it weren't for NeuroStar, I wouldn't, but it's allowed me to have the confidence to stand up to a society that says You shouldn't talk about depression. It's not okay. So that impact has allowed me to be that voice, to let people know, yes, it is okay to talk about it, because you know what? With the help of NeuroStar, you can overcome that. Thank you for saving my life. Thank you for doing what you're doing. Thank you for letting me be a voice, letting me share my story, letting people know that it's okay to share where they are in that very, very bad place, but knowing that you can also come out on the other end and just be an absolutely wonderful place and a wonderful life. So thank you, NeuroStar. Because of NeuroStar, I have gotten to experience a whole new life that I never knew existed. So again, thank you, NeuroStar, for giving me my life. It's beautiful.
We hope you found tonight's webinar informative and helpful in your decision-making process. We encourage you to visit our website at neurostar.com to find a NeuroStar provider near you. You can also scan the QR code on your screen right now with your phone if you're on a laptop or desktop computer. Thank you again for watching, and you'll receive an email or text with the recording of this so you can share with your friends and family. Have a great rest of your day, everyone, and thanks again.